In 1936, American journalist Edgar Snow ventured across the lowest plateau and into the barren reaches of the Shaanxi city of Yan'an, a major base of the Chinese Revolution. There, he interviewed Mao Zedong and later wrote the influential book Red Star Over China, the first Western account of the revolutionary movement in China following the Long March. In this book, Snow describes northern Shaanxi as one of the poorest parts of China he had ever seen. But now, 7 decades on from the Chinese Revolution, Yan'an is claiming a new victory, the battle against poverty. So, what do the lives of the city's 2.3 million people look like more than 8 years on from Red Star Over China? This is Xinhua Special. Waist drum dances like these have been bringing a pop of colour and an echo of drum beats to the mountains of Yan'an's Ansai for centuries. Symbolic of northern Shaanxi, the dance was once performed to celebrate victory in ancient wars, but now it is performed to celebrate festivals and good harvests.
我感觉一打摇鼓，我这个好压力就下来了，压力下来了，反正慢慢心情也就感觉跟着这个摇鼓这个节奏，慢慢也就好起来了。
But life wasn't always so carefree for Li Dongdong. His parents, wife and eldest son have all suffered serious illnesses, bringing the family huge financial burdens and causing them to fall under the national poverty line. As the only family member able to work, Li turned to his childhood hobby of waist drum dancing to earn a living, an example of how cultural heritage can be the path out of impoverishment.
去年就收入，就光摇鼓就收入1万多一点了。
Li also teaches kindergarten children how to waist drum dance every Monday and Thursday, which helps preserve the tradition by passing it on to the next generation. After suffering so many hardships in life, Li is now looking forward to a brighter future. He recently received a 50,000 yuan interest-free loan from the local government, and this has helped him build a chicken farm where he plans to settle his flock later in the summer.
慢慢我有时间，给我老婆她教一些小动作，慢慢的她让她熟练学会啊，就是我要出去哪里打摇鼓啊，可把她带上出去转一转。
The drive of locals like Li to live a better life might explain why almost 200,000 Yan'an people were lifted out of poverty between 2014 and 2018 alone. Besides cultural heritage, Yan'an's Green Revolution has been a big part of the city's poverty alleviation journey. Although there wasn't a scarcity of land in northern Shaanxi in the 30s, there was rather a scarcity of healthy farming land. Drought and soil erosion led to what Edgar Snow described as slanting farms and frequent landslides. So farmers had to possess more land to increase their crop output, but that only worsened the soil erosion problem. In 1999, Yan'an launched an afforestation project, helping to convert 718,000 hectares of former farmland into forest land. The city's Green Revolution has also brought down the annual amount of mud and sand that washes into the Yellow River. In their search for greener land and higher incomes, the people of Yan'an have figured that a common fruit can help them break the cycle of environmental destruction and poverty: the apple. In a tiny village in Luochong County, Wang Wangsheng has lived with his wife Cheng Xiuping for decades. When their son was growing up, they spent all the money they could on his tuition fees to ensure he got a good education. In 2015, Wang joined an agricultural cooperative that provided him with fertilizer and technical support in effective apple growing. He learned how to thin blossom clusters, which allows the most nutritious apple flowers to bloom. Wang then received 10,000 yuan from a poverty alleviation fund, and used that money to buy shares in the cooperative, so he could build a new but humble home for him and Xiuping. In China, e-commerce is key to the poverty-fighting mission. When this fruit company started selling its apples on China's e-commerce giants like Taobao, Tmall and JD.com in 2014, its annual sales grew to 5 million yuan. And this year, that number is expected to hit 50 million yuan. But this figure is just a small percentage of Yan'an's apple market, which is now attracting customers in countries as far afield as Canada and Australia. In 2018, the city's total apple output value reached 12.87 billion yuan. As counties like Luochuan benefit from outgoing apples, villages like Junfus are benefiting from incoming tourists. For camping villages, the Yaodong, or house cave, has become quite the attraction.
有些土窑都第一个不敢去嘛，要塌方的话人都没了。现在石窑洞安全，而且结实。像这个窑洞，它在300年绝对没问题。有好多住户把窑洞给人家租赁给，这是一笔收入，像一个月是个200块钱吧，一个窑洞。
Kangping Village made 1.2 million yuan from tourism in 2018. Meanwhile, Yan'an as a whole received 63.44 million tourists last year, with the tourism revenue totaling 41.1 billion yuan. Cradled in a bowl of hills, Yan'an was, in Edgar Snow's eyes, ideally suited for defence. Today, however, Yan'an is no longer a no-go zone. With about 21,000 kilometres of highway and 833 kilometres of expressway, visitors can easily access dozens of tourist sites related to the revolution. Like a waterfall's constant flow of water, Yan'an now has a constant flow of tourists, which is helping the locals live a much better life. With today's Yan'an unrecognisable from the one Edgar Snow described in his book, China is now one step closer to achieving its goal of eradicating absolute poverty and building a moderately prosperous society by 2020. See you next time.